Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about something that we probably all can relate to. Cancel culture. Cancelled, yeah. We think that it's a construct of this year, last year, and the year before, but this cancel culture has been around, especially in the church, for a long time. I remember Sandy Patty. Sandy Patty was an amazing singer. She was the best of her time. She had a beautiful, pure voice. She sang to presidents. She sang at stadiums. She was everywhere and she represented God well. And when I say represented God well, she repped God really, really well. But then a story leaked that she was having an affair while she was on tour with her drummer. And you guessed it. They canceled her. They removed her from the playlist on every radio station. They did not invite her for concerts. They did not invite her to churches. It was as if they expunged her from the history of Christian music. It was sad. I actually didn't know what happened at that time, but all I knew was I wasn't seeing her songs. I wasn't seeing her on TV as I used to. But then later when I read about the story, I was like, oh, that really shouldn't have been a reason to just disfellowship her. But that's what we do. A lot of people say that the Christians are the ones that kill their wounded soldiers. And it seems to be like a harsh thing to say, but it is very, very true. And never more true than a story that I'm going to tell you right now about something that happened to me, when I was in college. We had an incident where there was a girl who was dating a boy. At that time, we used to call it being engaged. And apparently, some story went around that they were behaving inappropriately with each other. And they actually set up a tribunal. And the whole fellowship discussed on it. And then they decided that they were going to push them out of the church. And she was my friend. This is not one of my proudest moments, I can tell you that, as a Christian and as a person. And because I was a member of the executive committee, I had to not speak to her, not interact with her, because she had been disfellowshipped. And I went with the crowd. I knew in my heart of hearts that that was wrong. That was just like totally wrong. But I did it anyway. About a year passed, and one day I was in fellowship. I was lifting up holy hands to the Lord, holier than thou me. And all of a sudden, I felt a knock. I'm telling you, a physical knock on the back of my head. Boom! I'm like, what just happened? And then I heard God's voice in my heart. And he said, how dare you? Who are you? How dare you behave in such a way to my daughter? You abandoned your friend. What if it was true? You abandoned her. What if it was not true? You abandoned her. You are wrong. You know what I did? I got up from my seat immediately during praise and worship and I went to look for her. I took her outside and I knelt down on the grass before and I said, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I have been an awful friend to you. Now, the story today is not about what happened. And she later told me that it was just not the case at all. And I believe her because love believes all things. And I know it to be true. But apart from that, we have no right to call unholy what God has called holy. They are his children. He will deal with them. Now, another topic for another day is whether somebody like that or somebody who actually did something wrong should be put in office. That's another story for another day. It's not about the person. It's about me. It's about you canceling somebody else because you feel that they are unfit for the position that they occupy. Who is their master? Their master is God. And so, if God has not disqualified anyone, do what he has called you to do. And that is to love the Lord with all thy heart, with all thy might, with all thy strength, and thy neighbor, thy friend, thy sister, whatever you don't want done to you, to love them as yourself. Let that not be our watchword in the church. Canceling. No more cancel. Now we wrap with arms of love. Thank you so very much for listening today. Go out there, love somebody. No more canceling.